Forgiveness, our superpower, friend of my foe. Now, this is the hardest category of people to forgive. These are the people who believe us or not, and they choose to forge ahead with the relationship with the person or persons that hurt us the most. It's as if they've chosen sides and not ours. And when they continue with their relationships with that person or persons that hurt us so deeply, it can feel a little bit like they're rubbing it in our faces. Almost like they've weaponized the relationship against us. Like they know that every time we hear about or see them communicating or fellowshipping with that person or persons, that they know that it's going to cause us some measure of pain. They've chosen sides and not ours. And it can feel like a betrayal. Feel like, they weren't the people that we always thought they were. And if they only knew, then certainly they would be on our side. Certainly they would have nothing else to do with anybody that would hurt us so deeply. And when that doesn't happen, we can feel a little angry because we don't understand why. And we're angry with ourselves for ever believing that they loved us enough to choose our side. But they shouldn't have to choose sides. They have a right to their relationships. They have a right to their truth. Their truth does not negate our truth. Take, for instance, a family with parents that have 2 or more children. And that oldest child might have experienced some abuses and feel a certain way about their parents that their siblings simply do not. And it's hard when the siblings don't absolutely understand and come to your defense or support you wholeheartedly. But the reality is they've experienced their parents in a very different way than we have. And though they might share the same father, they may have very different daddies or dads. And though they share the same mother, they may have experienced a different mama or mom. And so the thing we have to keep in mind is their truth does not negate your truth, because they've experienced that person that's hurt you so deeply in a very different way, because that person hasn't harmed them. Then they have a right to their own lived experience. They have a right to feel love or affection for that person that's hurt you. But what they don't get to do is to try to demean or minimize or negate your experience. You see, the benefit of knowing that that person that harmed you has a different relationship with others is that maybe they've grown. Maybe they are not the same as they were. And even if they haven't, even if we can see through and know that they are who we thought they were, if that other person hasn't experienced them in that way, they absolutely have a right to feel and think whichever way they want to. But we have a right to our feelings, our hurt. But what we have to do is we have to rise to the place that we forgive them, that we forgive all of them, all the categories of people, that we forgive. Because not to jeopardizes our joy. And forgiveness and joy linked. And we should not, we cannot let unforgiveness rob us of that joy. Think about it.